Hi guys, and welcome to my God of War 3 Remastered Edition No Upgrade Run playthrough. We are on part 22. It's called probably Breaking the Chains, because that's exactly what we are going to be doing. We're gonna be fighting sirens, we're gonna be fighting satyrs, and you're gonna see a bullshit fucking checkpoint that I encounter here. That's really funny. I'm going to put it in slow motion so you can check the entirety of it. So here we go. This is the first judge. We have to use the demand cestus to break it, and then we're gonna spawn some sirens and some dogs. Now, I wanted to talk about the next video because the next part is going to be the final part of this walkthrough or playthrough slash walkthrough. Yeah. So the fight against Zeus, I'm going to break it into 3 different videos. 3 videos. Don't worry, there's not going to be any instructions on drawings or something like that. No, nothing at all like that. Just 3 little videos, no more than 4 minutes each, of describing each phase of Zeus. Now, why did I did that decision? Why did I just not edit everything entirety? I'm sorry for the noises, I'm just changing positions in my chair. Why did I not do a single video? Well, when you fight Zeus, you'll have to fight him through 3 major phases, and each phase he changes the scenario and he changes a lot of his moves. So you have to actually fight him differently, a little different, I mean. So I decided for people who has trouble with a certain phase, may it be the first one, the second one, or the hardest one, and the one that most people are going to be having trouble with, the third one. You can simply select the one that you have trouble with and just watch it. But I must say I developed strategies for all 3, so I might encourage you to watch them all. But what it took me a lot of time was the 3rd phase, and it took me a lot of time mainly for 2 things. One, because I kinda went for the safe approach first to not make him because if you are aggressive towards Zeus, he's going to spawn clones. There are basically, for the people who doesn't play this game, are copies of himself that can one-shot you, at least in an upgrade run. So that's really dangerous, guys. So what I wanted to do was to find the balance, because if I was too melee, the guy will spawn eventually 4 clones, and the 4 clones, maybe I kill those clones with the blades of Olympus. That was my first strategy coming at it. But then he spawned a second set of clones, because I just wasn't doing enough damage to kill him after that. So it was a learning process. It took 5 hours, and you're going to see me find a balance where not only do I beat him, but I fucking destroy him in every single phase. In the second phase I kinda perma-stun him. Or is it in the first phase? I don't know if it's the first. No, the second phase I perma-stun him. In the first phase I just fight him normally, and in the 3rd phase I do it no damage. He didn't hit me once, and not only he didn't hit me once, but he never spawned the 4 clones. I found a way, and it can be a solid strategy for anyone who goes against that final part of the game in any difficulty, in any kind of limitations except a Pain Plus, because in a Pain Plus you can really use the bow, which is part of the strategy, and you can use the magic, which is another part of the strategy. I didn't use Ratio Sparta though, so that's going to be really interesting to watch. I don't claim that this strategy, that I just invented this strategy, that is mine, and I'm the first one to having discovered it, because the game is a remastered version of an original game that came out several years ago, and I'm sure that if you look through the internet you're going to find that someone already found this. But nevertheless, when I say I discovered it, I say it to myself that I did, because I didn't watch anyone fighting Zeus before I did. I didn't watch strategies for it. I didn't watch. I wanted to do it all by myself. That's why it took 5 hours. So yeah, I'm really proud of what I discovered. At least how the fight turned out to be for me, and you're going to watch it. It's a lot of fun. So expect that to be the part 23/1, which is the phase 1, 23/2, which is the phase 2, and /3, which is the phase 3. And by the way, each phase has its own phases inside of them. Especially the third phase, which is supposedly very long, but I just beat him in 4 minutes. That's why I say that destroys Zeus. I think, I mean, it took me 4 hours to find, 4 or 5 hours to find the strategy, but once I did, he's a joke. He's a fucking joke. He's not difficult at all. I mean, and he's supposed to be a really difficult boss for an upgrade run, but he's not. He's a joke. He's the easiest boss in the game, I will say. But it's also very fun. I always liked the final boss of this game, even though it could be called, I don't know. I don't want to call it cheap because he has minions, because he can spawn minions. But the thing is, he doesn't start with the minions. He just summons one scripted copy of himself when you reach the second phase of the fight, of the third fight. And that's the only clone I fought. I only fought one clone, and it's the scripted one. So it's a very balanced fight. So yeah, we are still killing this satyr. I hate these enemies. We're going to be breaking the last crystal from the last judge, so we can kill the, destroy the chains and fly upwards to the labyrinth once again. And the flying this time is not going to be a fucking piece of shit, because it's really short and it's easy. I did it on my first time, which is the time that you're going to see here. So some traversal to get back. And I have to say, guys, one last word, because I just don't going to have the time. This was the most fun I had with God of War 3. This No Brain Run Plus pushed me to my fucking very limits of endurance, of skill. This is the most enjoyment that I gotten out of this game up until this point. And if you are a true fanatic of the God of War franchise, I will not hesitate at all to tell you, if you can beat Chaos Mode, try this one. Try a No Brain Run Plus. Try it, because it's really fun. So I would like to do the other God of Wars too, because I'm now in tune with God of War. So I would love to do the other God of Wars, but the thing is, I don't own a PlayStation 3, sadly, because I bought the HD versions for it. And I don't know a PlayStation 4, a PlayStation 2 either, to record at least God of War 1 and 2. So, I don't know, it's gonna be difficult, at least for now, to have no Rain Plus of those games. But in the future, who might say? I don't know which game I'm going to cover next. As soon as it comes out, I'm going to start covering Metal Gear. But in August, that is an entire month without any fucking thing, I'm sure I'm going to be playing some old game in the hardest possible setting. And I will announce it or show it as soon as I can. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see each other in the final part, part 23, the Zeus boss fight. Take care.